He is a real threat to the lightweight divisions. Samurai spilling rivers of blood. But will he be able to overthrow the current king, Naoya Inoue? Let's find out. In the world of boxing, there are names that leave everyone breathless with anticipation. And then there are those that ring like thunder, heralding the inevitable. One such name is Junto Nakatani. Born on January 2nd, 1998, this young man decided to enter the professional ring at just 17 years old. And since then, he has known no defeat. He is more than just a boxer. He is the silence before the punch. Long strides, a left-handed stance, a piercing gaze, as if reading his opponent in advance. Fans have nicknamed him Big Bang, a Japanese southpaw with a rare combination of height for the lightweight division, composure, and precision. And from the very first professional rounds, it was clear. This is a boxer who doesn't prove his strength with shouts. He proves it with victories. The story of his rise begins in childhood. Junto Nakatani was born in Inaba City, Mie Prefecture, Japan. As is often the case, he was fascinated by boxing from childhood and honed his talent through hard work. At just 17 years old, on April 26, 2015, he made his professional debut, successfully knocking out his opponent in the first round. After several more dominant fights on December 23, 2016 in Tokyo, Japan, our hero faced the powerful puncher Masamichi Yabuki, later the WBC Super Flyweight World Champion. That evening, the final of the Japanese Rookie of the Year Flyweight Tournament was held. In the fight itself, Big Bang defeated Yabuki by unanimous decision. Soon after, Nakatani won the youth flyweight title and, on January 20th, 2018, in Tokyo, successfully defended it against Filipino Jeronil Borges, knocking him out in the first round. That summer, he faced another Filipino fighter, Dexter Alimento, and crushed him in the third round.
第1ラウンドのゴングが今鳴り響きました。本日右のジャブ、このリードのパンチが非常にいいという話が、ボディボディ。金はちょっとスロースターターなのでというようにも分析していました。ボディボディ。2回目。
今までの流れだと、距離の長さうまく使ってますね。
左のストレートです。自分の距離で戦い方ができている。左、もう一度左。大楽、ワンツー。さあ中谷が来るか、ラッシュに来るか。
有効なパンチになりますよね。
そうですか。ボディ、そのボディです。下へ パンチを打っていきます。さあボディボディアッパ
いやいい打ち上げです
ー。
ね。
一方の中谷は汗一つかいていないという状況。ジャブで組み立てていきます。ロープを背負わせる左、強烈な左です。ロープに追い込んでも中谷の良さは
追い上がってますよね。
あーっと崩れ落ちた崩れ落ちた、パンチを重ねるレフェリー、試合を
いや今は
止めてない。冷静に試合を支配しました。ステレスさん、改めてこのラッシュのシーンご覧になっていかがですか？
そうですね、まあね、ダフしたに打ったのはちょっとねあれですけど、でも本当ねセンスがいいですよね。
あ、そうですか。
本当日本の記録によって
自分が予想しなかったことが起こった場合の対処の仕方、
ええ
それは頭に入れておけばいいわけですから。
そうですか。17歳でプロデビュー、19歳で日本ランク入り、20歳で世界ランク獲得。いやー、今後が楽しみになる。
A fight for the All Japan flyweight title against Naoki Mochizuki. Nakatani dominated again. In the 9th round, he launched a successful attack, forcing the referee to stop the fight.
考えているでしょうか。左、もう一度、
まあ一番打ちやすい距離なんですね。
この距離では中谷強い。持つ息を返した、左息を返した。一気にきます。18戦目、アッパーアッパー、左アップ。
望月右目がもう下がりかけてますよね。
はい、強打をやめない中谷、左右。
まあここで手が止まる。
レフェリー止めた、レフェリー止めた。ここで逆転に
On June 1st, 2019, Nakatani fought Philip Luis Cuerdo and knocked him out in the first round. On October 5th, 2019, Nakatani faced a formidable opponent named Milan Melindo, a former IBF world champion in the light flyweight division. This fight was an important milestone for both boxers. The young Nakatani was eager to prove his readiness for a world title shot, while the experienced Melindo, a former world champion, was looking to return to the top. From the very beginning of the fight, Nakatani dominated, using his height and reach advantages. He used his jab effectively, keeping Melindo at bay and preventing him from engaging. Melindo, in turn, attempted to close the distance and land his signature body shots.
この試合の解説も元世界チャンピオンのお二人、浜田剛さんとステレス小林さんです。よろしくお願いします。
お願いします。
浜田さん、まずはこの中谷メリンドはこれが42戦目ということになる。
今アッパーの話がありましたけど、
メリンドで全身を止めている左。
出ますからね。
はい。
胸というとですね、結構動かないもんなんです。
左。
今まあジャブの話でしたけど、今の左ストレートなんかでも、
はいはい、
打ち下ろすイメージですよね。
今度は高いと。
川端さん、
はい、
一方のメリンダ陣営なんですが、相手の左側
狙ってる、まあどう打てということなのか、ちょっと今の言葉だとちょっと分かりにくいところがあったんですね。
ただステレスさん、あの試合も流血でここまでも距離感を崩していない。左ストレートから右、コーナーに追い詰めてジャブから左右、左右アッパー。ラウンドで争われます今日のメインイベントです。ジャブから左、中谷のディフェンスという話がありましたが、メリンドの、
今日の中谷の出来見ると、怖いもの。
このメリンド状況を打開するためにはどんな工夫をしてきそうですか？
この距離この距離をねやっぱ潰したいと思ってると思うんですよね。
我慢して後半から出てくるということでしょうけどね。
ゆっくりとその中谷のパンチを見ているメリンドです。ただそのガードの隙をついていく中谷、KO 負けは一度のみ。左を上下に打ち分けています中谷。ここは上に打っていった左ストレート。メ
リンドは苦しいですね。
またニュートラルコーナーを背負いましたメリンド。元世界チャンピオンを追い詰めている。一方の中谷、この左ストレート。第3ラウンドボディ。
By the middle of the fight, Nakatani's dominance became even more evident.
聞いてますか？
聞いてますね。
浜田さん、そうなりますと中谷はどのラウンドでどのタイミングでまとめていくかというところになってくると思います。
そういうことですね。メリンドこの状況で
メリンドの反撃にその中にガードを上げながら右のジャブで距離ボディーやったー左からメイチャー当てにいくさあ一気にまとめていくステルさん一方の中谷はこれ手応え感じてます
からは姿勢を低くそしてジャブ2発左ストレート
ナイスカウンターですよ。
強烈な左浜田さん
ボディ顔面どこも空いてますね。
一気に手数が増える中谷ただ焦りは一切見せていない中谷潤人です。ステルスさんこの中谷の左ボディはどう評価されます
そしてやっぱり打たれ疲れがありますよね。
ここまで打たれてきたメリンドを KO で倒すことができればステルスさん世界へ向けて大きなアピールになりますね。
インファイトでもいけるっていうね、
これはメリンド防戦一歩手が出ない
手を出せる距離なんですけど、
ちょうどメリンドですね。ボディ効いてるから。
一気にスタートを切りたいそう美しく伸びる中谷の左中谷の顔色は一つも変わることがありません。
In the sixth round, Nakatani knocked Melindo down after a series of precise and powerful punches. Melindo was able to rise, but the referee, assessing his condition, decided to stop the fight. As a result, Nakatani won decisively via technical knockout in the sixth round. This victory became a springboard for his world title shot.
さんからですね低くそして胸顔左もダブル打っていけそういった指示がありました。
この中谷は一気にニュートラルコーナーに考えてこの後半に入っているでしょうか。
何もできないなという感じでしょうね。
世界も認める実力を持っているこのメリンドですがこの姿勢には見られますが
距離が長ければ乗らないですからね。左ストレートだけは絶対に流さないことですね。
おっしゃる通りこの中谷、ちょっと薄れようなシーンはほとんどありません。ミドルレンジからロングレンジ、ここもあっとメリンドの右、中谷に届きましたメリンドの右、左、すかさず返していくボディアッパー、左右、あっとこれはレフェリー止めたというところも見られますね。
まあやっぱりはつらつとして。
On November 6th, 2020, Junto Nakatani faced Filipino Gimel Magramo for the vacant WBO flyweight title. From the start, Nakatani took control and confidently dominated. Using his height and technique advantages, he controlled the distance, preventing Magramo from getting in close and landing his powerful punches. Nakatani effectively used his jab and combinations, constantly applying pressure.
WBO 世界フライ級王座決定戦中谷潤と世界初挑戦です。青いトランク、
見た感じマグナモ選手は一発パンチを打つと続けざまにパンチ打てそうな感じの選手ですね。
相手を左ストレート、左のボディ、左のボディ、ロングをやっていく、効きましたか。
来ましたね。
左のストレート、山中さんも中谷の左のロングフックというのも注目されていますが、
上当たってから
左ストレート、右のボディ
にも入れてましたからね。
まだマグラモはプロのリングで中谷潤と左のストレート、ここも左ストレート、右のボディ、そして20分の6は左のアッパーで相手をキャンバスに沈めてきたというマグラモです。左フック、ボクシング一家に生まれたというマグラモです。現在1位、はい、
負けてないですよ。
左、ここもカウンター、左ストレート、カウンター気味に合わせていきました。右のジャブ、距離を入れ右のアッパー突き上げていきました。止めまして右のボディ、左アッパー、目を捉えました。ここも飛び込んでくる。
ここまで見てる感じですと、
頭を低くして相手に打ちづらい。
左のボディアップ打ちましたけど、あれすごい中盤ですね。中盤以降だいぶねスタミナのロスが出てくると思うんですよね。
ここ右のパー、左マグラモは中谷の序盤にボディをという話がありましたが、ここも左のフック、右のパー、左ストレート、もう一度左のストレート。
The fight quickly turned into a one-sided beating. Nakatani demonstrated superiority in every aspect. He was more accurate, faster, and more powerful.
そうですか。
すごくタフで手数の多いファイターでしたもんね。
となりますとやはりその血を継いでいるというのがこの
そうですね。
ジーメルマグラモということになります。
して
左のボディ、左のパー、もう一度左のボディです。
いいですね。
ポイントですね。
となりますとここからはボクシングファン
になりますから、
右のパー、
中間距離離れてる時ですね。
左から右戦でもその技術を見せつけてはしていましたが、顔面に左ストレート、左フック、右のパー。
In the eighth round, Nakatani landed a decisive left uppercut that sent Magramo to the canvas. The referee immediately stopped the fight, awarding Nakatani the victory by technical knockout. This victory was Junto Nakatani's first as a world champion, and he won his first world title.
なんで、いろんなものも交えてやりたいですね。
山中さん、本当、はい、目でフェイントしてボディに
ダメージ与えれてるんで。
左のストレート。
角度変えてフック系なんですね。
フック系ですね。
フック系ですか。
パンチが得意ですからね。あれでさらにまた左ストレートも当たるでしょうから。そうなんですね。
右のパー。
ナイス。
さあ、
左のボディも当たるやつになりますからね。
ここポイントと見たが左のフック大きく打っていきました中谷潤人。
いや、心折れるチャンスですよ。
左のパー。体が痛みきた。いました。いや、ここでレフェリーが止めました。中谷潤人。
The fight between Junto Nakatani and Angel Acosta took place on September 10th, 2021 in Tucson, Arizona, USA. This was Nakatani's first defense of his WBO title. From the very beginning, Nakatani completely dominated. The fight quickly turned into a one-sided beating, and in the fourth round, after another series of precise and powerful punches from Nakatani, the referee decided to stop the bout. This victory was a striking demonstration of his strength and talent, confirming his status as world champion.
This is the distance that really favors Acosta. And Acosta. Sale here, even they sell, but the reality is this may be the fight of the night.
Nakatani is not necessarily a fast, quick fighter, and Acosta has to find a way to get inside and punch in between, punch for punch.
From the end of round number one, the heat, it's going to be hard to target for Nakatani. As he lands
right after, he has to try to weather that storm, especially after the round, but he can't focus on it.
It's just dripping, and it's the blood Acosta swallowing here in the heat in Tucson, Arizona. That's worrisome. And the punches from at it, but if not, they can't sense this urgency, Dre.
Yeah, he's doing the right thing. He knows he doesn't have much time if that blood continues, which it looks like it will. So try to get a shot in there and something big.
Acosta's face it here in round number two, and he wants to fight. He's fighting mother-in-law who passed away from COVID, and his wife who's watching, and is a fighter herself. This is what Acosta has to do, stay in the referee to stop it.
It's not a reason, it's not. I don't know what kind of rules they got, but it's not a...
Big left hook there from up back.
That shot right there.
Down, but the problem is the first time he gets gonna start flowing once again. It's just
and barrel in with it. And knows of Acosta to be outside, do what he's doing to be inside to protect that.
Best punch that I like from Nakatani is the jab. You know, he shoots it, it has power on it. It's something even seconds longer than what I'm used to seeing in this right hand.
All of Acosta's blood as he lands that left hook once again.
Good shot, signature.
Doctor, he's promoting Fury Wilder 3.
Pain range, his distance, throws combinations.
It's over.
Starting with his jab. Yep, it is over. Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that. I've seen guys worse.
Declaring your winner by technical knockout. And still, WBO flyweight champion of the world, Junto Nakatani.
In April 2022, the undefeated samurai faced Ryota Yamaguchi. The fight was one-sided, with Nakatani landing devastating blows throughout the bout, which rocked the challenger. Finally, in the 8th round, Big Bang unleashed a barrage of punches on his opponent, forcing the referee to intervene.
Hard left hand connects again from.
Great job of mixing up his punches. That one had effective well.
Staggered once again. He is on wobbly left.
He's making it hard for him. Being aggressive on the inside, using his physical. You can just tell Nakatani, he believes in his power so much. When he gets there, it'll do the job.
She's just out of position and eating uppercuts right now.
Great physicality from Nakatani there. Oh, there's that left hand again. Uppercut is the last thing you want to get hit with. Good right hand from Yamaguchi.
Hard left hand right down the middle. Another one comes behind it.
Almost like someone who's been doing this since they were 14 years old. Didn't go to high school.
A little dip in the knees from Yamauchi a moment ago, and now he is in big-time trouble. Nakatani.
The fight between Nakatani and Francisco Rodriguez Jr. took place on November 1st, 2022, in Japan. This was Nakatani's first fight in a new weight class, super flyweight, which he moved up to after relinquishing his WBO flyweight title. From the very beginning of the fight, Rodriguez, known for his aggressive style, tried to engage Nakatani in close combat and physical confrontation. He constantly advanced, landing body shots and attempting to clinch, which sometimes led to fouls. Nakatani, in turn, effectively utilized his height and reach advantages. He worked effectively from long range, meeting Rodriguez's attacks with precise counterpunches. Throughout the fight, Japanese managed to thwart Rodriguez's attacks and punish his aggression.
Have been against really tough opponents. You go back to 2013, he lost to Chocolatito. Losses, but against really tough competition.
And like I said, 30 years old, fighting in the southpaw position.
It's the natural position for Nakatani, who scores with the...
That's why he ends up leaning over his front foot, and he got caught right there.
A couple overhand lefts from Nakatani. Now getting in on the inside. 6 punches in a row unanswered by Junto Nakatani. Now victory in the 7th round against our new foe, Salvador.
And you can see right now, Rodriguez is anxious to get to him. Again, he gets caught. I mean, he'll get some in, but over time, he's gonna land something big. If Nakatani, you have to grow into it. That's why you see a lot of fighters when they go to a weight class, they don't necessarily take big challenges. They kind of mold themselves into it first, and then they get their footing. But that's the main thing. But once you feel like, okay, I can hang with these guys and so on, then it starts to feel natural, and that's when you start to come into rare form.
Well, Nakatani's taking on a pretty good challenge here in his first fight at 115 pounds. Again, Rodriguez ranked inside the top 5 by the WBO and the IBF, and a former world champion at a lower weight class, and now Rodriguez pounding the body and the uppercuts here in round number 2.
This is what I mean, but with Japanese fighters, Mexican.
Nakatani just misses with the overhand left.
If you're gonna do it, you gotta hide it from the ref.
That's right.
Those are those old veteran tactics. You gotta hide it. Right now, Nakatani, I see a lot of head hunting. He needs to start going for that body from the inside. Nice little shoulder bump from Rodriguez.
Veteran Nakatani.
You clearly see that Rodriguez instead of working his way in. Again,
there it is again.
Pounder from Nakatani again.
Point deduction here.
When Rodriguez
yes, but Nakatani stumbles back.
That's where Rodriguez wants to be at. He wants to be at distance, especially when he fought Christopher Batufa Diaz. He turns down with the knuckles. It basically puts those knuckles onto your head, rather than the front of your fist.
The fight was difficult and hard fought. Nakatani had to constantly adapt to the Mexican's pressure and tactics. Despite Rodriguez continuing to advance, he took numerous clean punches. As a result, cuts and bruises appeared on his face.
Rodriguez was coming in.
And Nakatani has hit Rodriguez phasing him, so that can also mess with you mentally as well. Like, you can still pushing forward. Nice. And you gotta love the body work, and also, you know what I'm saying, the little adjustments that Nakatani made, but he's gotta basically do something to get exposed.
Oh, nice straight left hand by Nakatani. Comes back with it again.
And there goes Rodriguez with his.
One of those straight left hands the past couple rounds. No ice cream after dinner. Nice overhand pounds after vacating his.
Nakatani started out really, nice double uppercut. There we go.
Body shot with the right hand from Rodriguez.
Something that's rare.
Left hand.
After 10 rounds, all judges unanimously awarded the victory to Junto Nakatani. This victory was an important step up in weight class and cemented his position as one of the leading boxers in the division.
If you're Rodriguez, don't get away from what got you here through the first 8 rounds. Why take off the 9th and then come out slow in the 10th?
Yeah, potentially not. We're saying watch your heads.
To the uppercut off the ropes. Absolutely. Spencer's with the left of his own. With the left hook and then escapes the ropes.
They're going to wake up very sore in the morning.
That's right.
I promise you that.
Stranding for Nakatani, back to the jab. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Short left hand for Rodriguez.
Very physical fight.
The fight between Nakatani and Andrew Maloney took place on May 20th, 2023 in Las Vegas. This fight was for the vacant WBO super flyweight world title. From the very beginning, Nakatani demonstrated his complete dominance, landing precise jabs and powerful hooks. And already in the second round, Nakatani knocked Maloney down.
There's a Nakatani, but he should also throw to the body. Clean. He should be rough and be physical. Good shot right there. He's going to try to get in the wheelhouse and in the kitchen of Nakatani.
Yes.
Crisp shots right there. Put the right side of Nakatani, because if he's
close, he's getting the inside, he's roughing up.
Oh, it's a body shot that time from Nakatani, as
pushing him back on his heels and not allowing him to extend with anything.
Champion Vasily Lomachenko. That is coming up at TPN Plus pay-per-view. The undisputed world champion, Devin Haney.
In his tracks, you see him moving around, trying to clear his head.
Doubles up the uppercut, and then goes the undefeated power puncher.
Right and left
Hook comes in, left uppercut again, right upper. Maloney here.
It's the upper.
Wraps it around to a body shot.
He's taking advantage.
Defense here in round number 2. The undefeated recent world champion.
Nakatani went away from the upper and then came back to it after the body. He's in survival mode right now. He's not trying to
world title.
The shot, the right or left uppercut.
It's like there's some redness and some blood. There's another right up too. For 3 straight.
Focus on the body. He has to forget about the head and just go down to the body. Leaning over his front knee, and I knew Nakatani had, the poison for him is the uppercut. He's going to have to absorb some push shots. He's going to have to depend on why I said what I said at the beginning.
Nakatani knocked his opponent down again in the 11th round. However, the final blow came in the final, 12th round. He landed a crushing left uppercut that knocked Australian out cold. Our hero won and became world champion in the second weight class.
So if you're going to get hit, at least try to build up points to the body and to the head. He can't be worried about what he's going to get hit and land at the uppercut.
He took the jab away.
The fake you were looking for.
That's
right
the
there.
fake,
And
yes.
That caused.
Oh! And then you see that left hand down to the body that Nakatani continuously landed. Took the jab away. As he's throwing the jab on the right hand.
Was scored in round number 2. Big clash of heads earlier. Be right back to Vegas. 322 days away from the sport.
First, as often as coach wants to. Good shot right there.
From Nakatani. Nakatani's not just standing still. He's throwing.
Or allow one arm to be tied up. He's got to rip with both here. I think he's still fighting on cruise control. In his will, he hasn't been forced to do that. Maloney's got to take him there.
Tried to time him.
That's it. Just occupying that space, keeping them at bay.
This is where Maloney wants to work, and the referee said, fight out of there.
There's the right uppercut. Junto Nakatani in control early on here. Advantage 46-19 for Nakatani. Zarus to go to the body. But look at the total power punches through 4 rounds.
He's thinking about protecting himself over punching. Wow. He's reaching he's grabbing the dangerous hand, which is the left arm.
Nakatani is something else.
Nakatani's not done with those uppercuts.
Put his head down and hit him right in the thigh. That was
earlier.
Just head snapping.
Yep.
That's it.
I felt that body shot right there from Nakatani. I was good. He's
cut from the clash of heads right in the middle of the forehead of Nakatani.
This man up. Every other guy that I faced in my career. And if you're Nakatani, you're saying, oh my God, what's this?
So determined.
Ooh, oh, he robbed him with that
line at 115 pounds. They were face to face yesterday afternoon in Loma. Oscar Valdez will be in the co-feature. World Championship. It's coming up in just under 40. He's up against Adam Lopez. Oscar's father is there as well. He's getting ready to make his return with a win tonight.
Not like he's getting hit, because one shot may get.
Left hand to the body, and then back to the uppercut goes Nakatani. Back to the right uppercut, and that's how we finish the 8th. Just before the start of this 9th round, Angelo Hyder, the trainer, won when Jason became a bantamweight champion last week. Angelo Hyder, who a week ago was in the corner of Andrews.
Yes, it is, and he told him right. He was honest with him in the corner.
Just sticking to a game plan.
Time is running out. It's
round number 10 of a championship.
Yeah, there's no panic in his voice.
Yes.
But there's urgency.
Delivering it in a calm, purposeful, direct way.
He doesn't mind scrapping and get with some shots tonight. He's had his way for the most part in this fight, but the toughness is there. Former champion, different divisions. It just doesn't.
Championship rounds here. WBO.
Switch it up, then you surprise them. Remember, it's the punch that they don't see.
Oh! 9, come here. You good? You good?
He with the left hand again. Tries to split the guard behind the jab. Maloney looking. He has shown everything in the offensive. Second Division World Championship. This kid's got it. Like Naoya Inoye.
Yes.
Who was the recent fight for unification against Stephen Fulton. July. Maloney's face showing you all you need. Double jab.
And hit you from the outside. He also can fight in the inside.
And what will most likely be lopsided.
Oh! Absolute devastating dynamite
For Maloney.
Told you. My gosh.
Watches.
Sees him coming in, times him perfectly. Gets his head off. Oh my goodness.
It's as big as it gets.
Junto Nakatani!
Next is Agi Cortez's fight, which took place on September 18th, 2023 in Tokyo. For Nakatani, this was the first defense of his WBO super flyweight title, which he won by defeating Andrew Maloney. From the very beginning, Nakatani, significantly taller and with a longer reach, dominated, controlling the fight from long range. He used his jab effectively, preventing Cortez, who was trying to close the distance and engage in close combat, from getting within striking distance.
One scheduled for 12.
And already you can see Nakatani using that long range and reach with the jab from the southpaw, kind of step in. It's like that, press the action. Nice counter from Cortez.
You're with Cortez from...
which is basically called the southpaw killer.
What Nakatani's camp would be like, and he's like, man, I mean, there's a lot of pressure on him coming off that performance, and that win over...
You see he kind of changed that jab. You see him line the right jab from Nakatani. Again. And now you can see Nakatani like warming up and fighting rhythm.
Yep.
Body shot from Nakatani. While it was 1-2.
Right there, yep.
The Mexican tried to respond, but the difference in their skill levels was enormous, and he was knocked down several times, twice in the 5th round.
You can outbox what you can, but if you're not in his punches, you hit out too far. Step over.
Oh, there was a beautiful straight shot that landed for Nakatani.
Another. Ooh, oh, that hurt.
Nice shot. That one hurt. That delayed reaction dropped Cortez in round 5.
Dragged him over.
He knew what he was doing. 30 seconds left here to go in round 5. Will Junto Nakatani be able to finish?
Body shot. That body shot.
Cortez is clamming up and down again in round 5. Let's take a look at it, Jamel.
This is the first knockdown.
That
Boom.
body shot.
Yeah, delayed reaction. He felt it. Thought about it for a minute. Let me go sit down from that first body shot. And that second right there, it kind of nipped him, but it was just enough.
The Japanese fighter's advantage only grew from there.
Round 6, this one a world championship fight scheduled for 12. And Nakatani hadn't put a lot of water in the basement, if you will, up until that point. And again, Nakatani knows. And you could tell.
Yeah, he's kind of using the
in the first half of the fight, it just was with more.
Body again, yeah.
Strong.
Well balanced, yeah.
Yep. Ooh, combination there from Nakatani.
And in the 9th round, Cortez was back on the canvas.
Nakatani looking world champion.
Still winning in rounds, big.
World title, you guys, they both had the most. Around for him, second weight class.
Especially when you win a world title. Now
continue to dominate, but that was, like I said, I mentioned, you know, how are we going to live up to the expectations based on how he performed in?
And by the end of 12 rounds, Nakatani confidently defended his title.
I'm sure he's down big. There we go, just like that. Yeah, he has to fight. Nice getting out of those punches. Whoa.
Yeah, and no need for the headlock from Nak shoots the jab, then the left hand straight there.
Another right hand, another good right hand.
Like Nakatani standing in here though and fighting like this in a fight that
he's probably have to work on when he goes back to the gym.
Oh, good shot there. He's looking for the finish here in round 12. Cortez holding on for life here. Nakatani pushing it back. 35 seconds to go as he's 10 seconds left. Nakatani looping shots. Back to the jab. Nice way to hook with that right hand. They bang to the bell. Nakatani taps his gloves together. Valiant effort from Cortez tonight, but Junto
On February 24th, 2024 in Tokyo, Junto Nakatani faced Mexican Alejandro Santiago, the current champion who took the title from Nonito Donaire in the summer of 2023. The fight was for the WBC bantamweight title. For Nakatani, it was a chance to become a world champion in a third weight class.
Against Alejandro Santiago, round 1.
From the very beginning, Nakatani attacked with precise jabs and powerful left punches, which landed time and time again.
Santiago in the gray and black trunks, up for a fantastic matchup, Chris.
Performance. Wide stance, which is always
danger there. They got out okay, but that wasn't easy to deal with in terms of the preparation.
Despite the pressure, Santiago tried to close the distance and counter the attacks, but his attempts were largely unsuccessful.
It's been together for as long as it has, and that's shown up in the accomplishments that Junto Nakatani has had at only 26 years old.
Yeah, truly a special talent. You know, when you put that all
and this moment, and just you can see the size difference, Chris. I mean, it's very apparent, and that's going to make for a truly interesting dynamic in this championship fight.
Yeah, absolutely. You see those long legs, that wide stance. You know, I always say not counter uppercut from the outside from Nakatani. I had mentioned last round that he draws a line in the sand, and then as you cross that critical distance line, he'll let that left hand go like that. Whether I don't know how, because of the Maloney fight, he couldn't miss with either hand the uppercuts, but that's a very dangerous weapon for him. Being so tall, everyone has to kind of crouch to get in, which opens him up for uppercuts up the middle.
By the third round, Santiago developed a cut over his right eye, demonstrating the accuracy of Nakatani's punches.
Curious what they were joking about, because Nakatani did just get hit with some big shots.
And you see Nakatani's style on the other side is not ready for the left hand because it comes a second later than you're expecting it to.
What they say, the punch you don't see is the one that hurts the most, and that's what Nakatani wants to do. He wants to hit you with that punch you don't see. But Santiago's super tough. You're going to have to catch him with some big left hand over the top.
That big left hand over the top. And there it is again.
1-2. Now we got blood over the eye of the champion Santiago, over that right eye. probably from that overhand left, the fight against Nonito Donaire, his last fight 7 months ago.
Nakatani's attack, sometimes that left hand is straight, sometimes it's looping, and you really never know it, where he knocked out Maloney. Spectacular success with that right hand because it was a lead right hand, right? Usually
that he has to punch with Nakatani his way, but really that's his only shot at this point. He needs to punch with
Nakatani working the jab, working it.
I mean, more than just trying. I mean, nobody wants to leave their belt. Good shots there from Nakatani as he backs Santiago up.
Show in round 5, combinations, quickness, move.
In the 6th round, Nakatani knocked the Mexican champion down with a powerful straight left. Santiago managed to rise, but was clearly badly shaken. Nakatani didn't give him time to recover and immediately went on the attack. After another series of powerful punches, the referee stopped the fight.
Here it's been all Junto Nakatani using that height advantage, that reach advantage, working off the jab, working off of movement, and Alejandro Santiago looking to make adjustments, looking to get inside.
Looking to no avail so far here in round.
Oh! Huge left hand by Nakatani, drops.
Anticipate. Santiago did not see that punch coming. Straight left hand right down the middle. Beautiful shot. Catches him on the point of the chin, put him down.
And here comes Junto Nakatani. Right hand, down goes Santiago again. This time it was the right hook that caused damage to drop Santiago for the second time.
I think the corner stopped it. Yep, that's it.
Nakatani won by technical knockout in the 6th round and won the world title in the 3rd weight class. This victory finally cemented his status as one of the most talented and dominant boxers of our time. On July 20th, 2024, in Tokyo, Big Bang defended his WBC bantamweight title, defeating Vincent Astrolabio by knockout in the 1st round. The fight was very short. With 40 seconds remaining in the 1st round, Nakatani landed a powerful shot to the body of Astrolabio. The Filipino fighter found himself on the canvas and was unable to rise.
対するは1位の指名挑戦対戦第1ラウンドが始まりました。グローブが中谷潤です。いつも通り大きな構えを見せています。白い、そして赤いグローブ挑戦者のヴィンセント。アストロラビオ。左から入って、はい、フィリピンの選手です。長いでしょうね。していかないとという大左のストレート。ただ使い方がうまいんですよね、中谷選手。山中さん、ちょっとこの中谷というのを後ろに。はい。会場ね、乗せるような感じで構えますね。そうですね、スタートはこう、スタートから、いいタイミングで右の使い方がまた独特ですね。右もうまいんで出しますし、あとフックもありますからね。そう出せるような、そんな形も見せます。で、ちょっと前に手を出してね、山中さん、ちょっと、今のね、ワンツーのタイミングも。もう一回左のストレートを近く。まあ、アストロラビオも来ます。タイミングが違う。微妙にずれてるからこそも距離が詰まったところでアストロラビアのパンチ、中谷選手タイミングはいいですよ。手ながら戦いたいですね。ガードは怖いですから気をつけ。開始前の顔見てたらいい意味で余裕受けてるんじゃないですか、アストロラビア。そうです。左に入る。中に入らないとちょっと勝負にならないというふうに言われて抑えれてますよね。なるほど。でも山中さん、入ってはいないですけど、左のストレート。アストロラビオするとやりにくさは感じてるでしょうね。一から回してきました。右のフックから距離とこの前の邪魔。ヒート苦しそうだ。立ち上がれそうもない実の表情だ。立ち上がれるかどうか。さあどうか。いやダメだダメだ。アウトボール。どうでしょうか。いやもうスタートからタイミングですね。本当にちょっと不利なんですけれども。びっくりですね。まともに入りましたよ。ワンツー上に見せてましたからね。そうですね。一発目のタイミングが抜群だったんでしょうね。あと使ってたんでしょうね。なるほど。目で上見てまいりました。ヴィンセント・アストロラビオ。強すぎる。戦への機運が一層高まります。
The fight between Junto Nakatani and Tasana Salapat took place on October 14th, 2024, in Tokyo. In this fight, Nakatani successfully defended his WBC bantamweight title. Japanese dominated from the start, using his height and technique advantages. In the 6th round, he knocked the Thai fighter down twice, after which the referee stopped the fight.
そうですね。非常にスピード。
このジャブはもうすでに当たっています。そうですね、踏み込んできたところにカウンター気味に当てていきました。右のフックが危険な選手なんでしょうか。左に飛び込んでいって、前回もランキング1位、この試合も第1ラウンド左
でその特徴を生かす。そうですね。でペンチージがコペに対して苦手かなというのが見ものだったんですけど、
その試合に向けて160ラウンド近いというのは村田さん、去年モロニーを倒した時の
気をつけたいですね。
その右飛び込む右のジャブ 85% です。驚異の数字。左ストレート、
何をしたらいいんだか分からなくなってきて、
スップコンテンダー、このペッチ相手に中谷潤人、そのカウンターを気をつけたい中谷、
反対に左ストレートをもらってしまう、そこを気をつけたいですね。
髪の首皆さん当たりますね。
そうですね。
でしていました3階級制覇チャンピオン中谷潤人が今ジャブにこれだけパンチをもらっても顔色一つに、いやペッチの右後しかさしていきます。そして陣営からはもう距離を割るのは西岡さんの目にはどう映りますか。右のパン右のボスという音、アリアリーナに響きました。76勝のうち強烈右フック当たりました。この一発が KO 率 70% というペンチです。右フック、ボディを狙っていくか。一方狙っている左、さあ一気にいく、立てるか、勝負に来るか、中からのラッシュ、
The fight against David El General Cuellarros took place on February 24th, 2025 in Tokyo. This was a defense of Nakatani's WBC bantamweight title. The Mexican didn't have a chance against our hero, and as a result, Nakatani finished his opponent off in the third round, knocking him down along the way.
さらなる挑戦者、28戦28勝無敗のそして緑のトランクスです。さらには当たる可能性はかなり高いですよね。ここはクージャルが前に行って右の左は空を切って、ここで今クージャルの左フックが
目をとしていてタイミングで、しっかりといい左を。
この中谷は
だからこ
そちょっと危険でしたね。
あれはなんか気をつけないですね。この
感謝ナイスだと、ただその後に欲張らないそのままという言葉、
そこは雑にならないでほしいですね。
はい、中野さん、はい、
このガンハロ戦で一度もダウンをしたことがあります。右左、
右フックも当たりますよね。
そしてクエジャルがここから距離を詰めに来る。山中さん、今のコンビネーションいかがでしょう。
いや、良かったですね。
ここも入ってくる。距離が縮まるとこの中谷は接近戦も得意です。詰めてきましたが、
はい、これ自分のパワー使ってこれ
シャリを当てていきました。これ
上に、はい、陣営ですが、先ほどの指示とは変わってですね、まず距離を取って、そして
っていうのも防げると思うんです。
なるほど。それだけ先ほどちょっと距離を取るようにという中谷陣営の指示です。
そうですね。距離を
ですね、絶対にガードを下げるな。中谷
のパンチをもらっているクエジャル。様子を見たいと、そう話していた中谷潤人です。そして第3ラウンド残りが1分30秒になってきました。伸びたクエジャルには有効だろうと、そんな話をしていたんですが、いかがでしょう。そう思えるパンチ、ただ話していた顔面を警戒すれば今度は危険です。右打ち下ろした、左さあボディから顔面クエジャルでしたね。さあ中谷いった、左レフリーがカウントを重ねる。立てない。
In summary, Junto Nakatani is a dominant, technical fighter. He's southpawed, taller, and has longer reach than many of his opponents. He methodically climbs the weight classes, becoming champion in 3, and is known for his devastating knockout punches. His story isn't about a single feat, but about a series of correct decisions. 3 divisions aren't the result of a weight-hauling gamble, but rather a logical progression. Stabilize the lower class, gather the tools, test the competition, and move up. Each new belt is like a checklist. The timing is there, the endurance is unquestionable, and his mental composure is top-notch. And when his opponent's breath breaks, Nakatani's remains as strong as in the warm-up. Now Junto Nakatani's name is heard alongside the best of the lightweight divisions, not out of respect for his future, but because he's already here, in the present. Frankly, however, Nakatani can't be considered the face of Japanese boxing, as there's still the dominant Naoya Inoye. Comparing them directly, we see that Inoye has already left a more significant mark on boxing history, becoming the undisputed champion in 2 weight classes. He's ranked 3rd in pound for pound. However, Nakatani tirelessly proves he's no less dangerous. His progress through 3 weight classes, methodically destroying opponents, makes him one of the most dominant fighters of his generation. Everything points to a fight being inevitable, with both fighters eager to find out who's the better fighter. And that could happen in the coming months.